Heyo, it is Foodshops, and this is an off-stream segment. And also, I just want to say, forgive me if my voice sounds weird. I just woke up, and it is morning, so yeah, please forgive me. Now, with that being said, today I just kind of want to talk about Kirsche. Now, the thing with her is that she has apparently released a hit piece video on me yesterday. I didn't watch it the whole way through, but because I already know what it's talking about. It's talking about previously already litigated on the internet drama that I have addressed like at this point 50 billion times. So just imagine my irritation when I have to be greeted by this sentient cum stain of a, human being, right? And this is not the first time I've heard of Kirsche, right? Kirsche is just basically a content creator who is a VTuber who has been in and out of dramas. She's right wing. She seems to be a fan of Rev Says Desu, so it's not too surprising that she goes after me. And because of my various connections and friends, she also has vendettas against at least one of them. So that's not too surprising. I'm about to go over why I don't take her seriously, right? So I'll just let this video play out and provide some evidence against it.
I unfortunately got assaulted with this because the hat salesman retweeted it. The hat salesman retweeted it. Seattle state-funded nonprofit promotes bondage jack-off clubs. Rain City Jacks hosts regular private events for its members to share masturbation and mutual touch in an open group setting. My first time. I just had a fantastic time at Rain City Jacks. On the chance that other guys might have similar concerns about attending an RCJ event, I'll describe what I found there and why I'll be going again. Tens of thousands of dollars of taxpayer money were given to a Seattle foundation that supports bondage programming and jack-off clubs where members can share masturbation and mutual touch. Volunteers calling themselves Washington Doge revealed that Washington's arts commissions gave the funds to the Pan Eros Foundation, an organization that celebrates and cultivates consent and sexuality through the arts and education for all.
So ultimately, the evidence that is presented here in this post-millennial article, all right, is, well, let's just say it is very dubious at best. And if we go to the post-millennial for the bias and fact-checking, you can clearly see that it is between right and extreme, all right? The factual reporting here is considered mixed. Now, for the record, personally, I wouldn't even read left-wing or right-wing news. That is below high, all right? It has to be very high and high for me to take a news source seriously. But here's the thing, all right? Maybe it's actually true, right? Because if the factual reporting is mixed, maybe it's true, maybe it's not true, who knows, right? So let's just take a look at what this so-called evidence is, all right? So this Ari Hoffman tweet, which is supposedly where that article is like sourcing this from, says Washington tax money spent on self-service stations. Washington Doge volunteers revealed that Washington's Arts Commission gave your tax money to Pan Eros, an organization that celebrates and cultivates consent and sexuality through the arts and education for all. One of their programs is Ring City Jacks, a traditional jack-off club. Yes, that means what you think it does. They also offer programs such as Queering Tantra Presents Pleasure and Healing, genital massage, breathwork, and tantric meditation for better, more connected sex. Shibari for snuggling, where bondage can be sexy and kinky, but it can also be relaxing and cuddly, a class that covers a variety of web-style harnesses and time methods and incorporate blankets and pillows or stuffies for bondage. The organization got over $60,000 in government grants. HT Wake Up WA. Now, again, if I go to here, this is the source that we are dealing with, Doge Washington, all right? This is the logo that they have. This is just amazing, all right? We have an AI generated of this little pup wolf, all right? This is just about the most shitter account that I've ever seen, all right? Like, this is a random ass account, okay? Pretentiously called Doge Washington, all right? Whatever the fuck that means. So, yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing, all right? Whatever. If it happens to be a factual source, then it's a factual source. I mean, if a broken clock, is correct sometimes, right? Um, Now, if I go to the actual evidence, it is, let's just say it's a mess, all right? So here we have this form, and we have 60,000 in government grants, which makes you think, oh no, 60,000. Oh, we're contributing so much. Oh, this is terrible, right? Well, listen, let's take a look at the business code 7111. Let's keep that in mind for later, all right? Because this is important. Now, with that being said, let's just keep going. The state spending for this open checkbook, all right? Pan Arrows Foundation, and you can see that the total dollars is $2,000. Wow. I mean, like, here's the thing: $2,000 is $2,000. Even first of all, I don't even know what part of this, what exactly is the breakdown here, right? When it says payments by state agencies, $2,000, is this included inside the 60,000? Like, what am I looking at here? Why am I seeing two different numbers, right? We have 2,000 and then we have 60,000. What exactly is the relationship between these two numbers, right? So, what am I looking at here? I have no idea what I'm looking at here. If only this picture isn't just like one pixel. I hopefully, I can actually read this better, maybe, get a better screenshot tool. And if I continue to take a look at this, Seattle Erotic Festival, whatever, right? So this is just listing Pan Eros education, whatever. And this is looking at the monthly schedule, all right? So looking at this monthly schedule, we can clearly see that, what it's seeing. Rain City Jacks, whatever. So first of all, okay, I don't even know why, among the solid evidence here, that you are listing their schedule. I mean, if you're presenting evidence, then you should just present evidence. Second of all, I don't even know why you are sourcing tweets, right? How could you? I was Googling, all right? And I'm not joking. I can't find any other sources. I mean, maybe other sources exist, but I can't find any other sources about, this thing actually happening, like where they are being donated 60,000 in government grants, right? This is a claim that you're staking out here. If you back off and say that they're actually donated by, in 2,000 increments or in $2,000, that's not 60,000. Right? That's not 60,000 as you've previously said. And in addition to that, let's now ask the question, is this even true? Is this even true, right? Because we can see that the business code is 711130, right? Well, if I try to Google the Pan Arrows business code, it says a Pan Arrows business code is not a recognized standard business code in any widely used classification system like NAICS or SIC codes. It appears to be a fictional or non-standard term, likely referring to a business with a name that includes Pan Eros. So, what business code could it possibly have? Well, let's just see, 332215. Well, that's not, that doesn't begin with a 7, right? Employee IN, all right, 20-58-24097. Well, that's not beginning with a 7, right? 611000. Well, that's not beginning with a 7 either, right? So I just don't see, anything here that might begin with a 7 other than, oh, wait, hold on one second. Total revenues. Well, that's not the code, right? So, I don't know what the hell it's even talking about here, or where it even got that number from. So here's what I'm thinking, all right? I'm thinking maybe this person got this code, got this screenshot for another business. Maybe this is like a subsidiary business away from Pan Arrows. Maybe it's something else we're talking about. But this is not really good evidence at all. Like, this is horrible evidence, in fact. Like, there's all the red flags are basically flashing off about it. There's no secondary reinforcement by other media companies that are reporting on this. It's sourcing this from a tweet, all right? We're not being shown the full context of this. Like, this person is not really, linking where this is coming from, or whatever. It doesn't allow us to fact check it, right? So ultimately, this is the evidence we're looking at. So, you know, I don't know why Kirsche is running with this and spreading misinformation. So, with people like this whose credibility is built on tweets and built on really dubious factual reportings, all right, reading from the post millennial, you can understand why I don't take these kinds of people seriously all that much. And ultimately, this is where we stand, right? This living sentient cum stain can go fuck herself, respectfully, all right? And with that, have a good day.